start from midnight on Friday till Saturday evening. All of this is to ensure that the election runs smoothly. But what's even very pressing is yesterday we not woke up because it was during the day. Before we went to bed, INEC had come out to give its position with regards to the voter register, and that position. Well, a lot of people not too satisfied with the response and what they heard with regards to the position of INEC concerning that register, and it has even got people thinking. So if you did not get it, INEC said that it had not officially handed over the voter register, and it was the Johnson Alalibo, who is the state rec for INEC, all right, that was making this statement. Some people have questioned it. There are a lot of issues around it. But, well, I wouldn't want to say too much, except the fact that I will go quickly to my guest, the Commissioner for Information in Rivers State, Mr. Joe Johnson. That's the first person we're speaking to today on the show. And he's going to give us insight into what really the preparations are like and how the state government is looking at ensuring a smooth, peaceful, and safe, very important, safe elections. Very, very important that I add that one to the mix. Safe elections, because there are those that still have the opinion that the election just might not hold. We might have some issues here and there, but that's not the case on the part of the government and RISIEC. Yesterday I spoke with RISIEC, and I'm sure we heard RISIEC's position regarding the elections. Quickly, let's listen to the Commissioner for Information, who's joining us this morning. Mr. Joe Johnson, thank you for making our time to join us on the show.
Good morning, and good morning to us people.
All right, we wouldn't want to take much of your time, so let's quickly cut to the chase in the next 10-15 minutes. How far is the state government prepared to ensure a safe and very smooth election?
Well, if you heard this broadcast last night, you agree with me that we're putting in more than enough to ensure the citizens of the state have a smooth sail. Today and tomorrow have been declared public holidays. These are preparations to ensure that Saturday is free, and there will be a curfew at midnight tomorrow. And the security agencies are doing well. If there's anything that is open to us, is to say that the RISIEC office is well protected from the enemies who may be planning to unleash mayhem, as is usual in electioneering period. So I can assure Rivers people that the governor is up and doing and is on top of the game.
It then brings us to, should the residents of the state have any concern about any litigation that perhaps could influence the process on whether or not that election would hold as it should?
The election of Saturday will hold. There is a court judgment from the Rivers State High Court that has given back the election. The other one is the academic exercise, which what Federal High Court is Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission is a creation of Rivers State House of Assembly laws. Therefore, if you must sue RISIEC, you must sue RISIEC at the State High Court. Federal High Court has no jurisdiction. So whatever the Federal High Court has brought no meaning and does not have weight. So anybody who is telling you elections will not hold the person fooling you. So let us come out on Saturday en masse and vote candidates of our choice. 17 political parties are in this race, and it's going to be a keenly contested election. It will be transparent and open to all to see that River State means business.
You mentioned the Federal High Court. Well, yesterday, the INEC rec in River State, Johnson Alalibo, had said that INEC received the order from the Federal High Court in Abuja restraining it from releasing the voter register. And he was implying that that register had not been released to RISIEC. Should that raise any concern? Because, I mean, I spoke with RISIEC just the same yesterday, and the position was that they got that voter register and all way before any litigation came up, and it's even been displayed. So where, from the position of the state government, how do you describe the latest development with regards to the voter register and the INEC rec in the state?
I'm not ruling out conspiratorial plots, because the enemies can come in thousand folds. The chairman of RISEC, who is a renowned jurist, said that he got the register more than a year ago, even before the fracas started in River State. But he was like a man who foresaw tomorrow and then applied and got. And I don't think that Justice Enebeli can lie on oath, because he's a retired judge. So if he says the thing, you can take it to the bank. If he got it last year, I would be wondering why, what would be the reason for REC commissioner in River State to say that he never gave. Does he not want the election to go on? Does he know that if you truncate this democracy, there won't be any need for there won't be any need for electoral body? So I'm surprised that somebody who should be advancing the cause of democracy or deepening it, talking in a language that gives an impression that is anti-democracy. If anything, the Supreme Court had directed, and it's called mandamus, and that mandate is that all states must, by the end of October, must have elected democratically known officers, whether councillors or chairmen. So to say that you will not release something if you even have it, but let me even not concede to it, because I rely on the opinion of the chairman of River State Independent Electoral Commission, who has told the world that he collected the papers and there has not been any voter update. Therefore, what are we relying on something that is not going to affect the election? We had elections in Ihunwo. Did they also write to the RISEC? To the INEC? We had election in Ondo. We even had election in Edo. Governorship election. These are elections that INEC also conducted. So I would expect that the resident electoral commissioner here should be in alignment with democratic ethos. Because if it does not that, what is he calling for, anarchy? Or does not want Rivers people to, by his name, Alalibo, I would expect that it's a Niger Delta. So if he will be there and he's doing everything to ensure that this election does not hold, then too bad. Because if the worst comes, the first institutions that suffer are the Electoral Commission. Let him go to the history and see what happened in 1993 before the coup came. So I'm not worried about it. This election will hold, and it will come out as one of the best that this country will be glad to have had.
All right, let's quickly one more question before we will let you leave and go on a commercial. He also said that they only received the order restricting INEC from releasing the voter register, but have not received the order from the High Court in the state that mandated INEC to to ensure that the election is mandated RESEC to conduct the election, and mandated INEC to put out the voter register, and then also mandated the police and every other security personnel to provide security on the day of the election. How would you respond to that?
I'm not for RESEC. I talk for River State government. But if I must say anything, then I will rely on the opinions canvassed by both the chairman of RESEC and the commissioner in charge of public enlightenment, who was with you yesterday. So anything they do not have or what they did not do, the opportunities are still there. So if he knows that he had even received a correspondence from River State Independence Electoral Commission, that's what they call balance of convenience. If he knows a little bit of it, he will know that if I say something and you say 20% of what I've said, is that correct or wrong? And it means that you'll notice. So the resident electoral commissioner should search his conscience, and know where history will place us.
And finally,
I leave that.
And finally, the governor is still a member of the PDP. Many are worried and are asking, how come the governor is not worried that his party is not participating in the election? Yes, you're not a spokesperson for the PDP, but can you just clarify for us in a few seconds? Should that be a concern?
Who wouldn't be concerned if his house is on fire? The governor is a man, but what men bear in their minds, they don't come crying like babies. We're pained that our PDP, which I'm a member, is not on the ballot. So who would be happy? But the governor will not come and climb the rooftop and begin to cry. Our party...
I think now we're going to talk about the service provider. But we already got your thoughts, so we'd have to wrap it up here. After the commercial, the APP candidate, Obio local government area, Chijioke Ihunwo, would be on the show with us. Stay tuned.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Waiting they create party for